Want to know what day 3 out of 5 of water fasting feels like, especially if you're trying to treat your psoriasis or dry skin condition in general? Well, this morning when I woke up, first thing I did is I got up quick, I guess, and I had a little bit of a lightheaded feeling. I was like, okay, it's probably related to me not eating. It's also could be that I just laid in bed a little bit longer when I woke up. Could be many reasons, but most likely than not is the fact I'm not eating. Now, I did not imagine I'm going to go this far. I did not think I'm going to be able to survive 2 days, let alone 3 days without food and continue on to day 5 almost here. I had a lot of doubts, and today was, here's the thing. A lot of people say that day 2 and day 3 are the hardest. Day 2 is the hardest as far as you feel hungry. Like day 1, you obviously feel hungry. Day 2, you even more so feel hungry. You think about food all the time. You're like fantasizing what you're going to eat and so on. Day 3, I wouldn't say you feel hungry anymore. You more so, it's a mental game now because you've been raised and taught that you need to eat all the time. And when you don't eat, like you start to be confused. Your mind starts playing games with you. And I found myself looking online for answers. I was researching, like, is it healthy? Like I started to have a lot of doubts because, you know, people around you, close family and friends that some of them have the supportive and positive thoughts. Some of them have the negative thoughts, right? And the ones that have the negative thoughts are the ones that stick the most because they say things like, oh, coronavirus is around. You might get it because you might be more immune to getting it because you have a weaker system right now. You're not eating. Some other people say straight up that it's not healthy, like you need to eat without any backup to why they said it. So after a lot of research, and this is a disclaimer, there's no scientific proof that I've found at least that says that fasting is good for you. But from all the people that have done it for the sake of, fixing up their psoriasis or dry skin, they said they've seen improvement. And first of all, if you've done it before and you've seen improvement, please comment below and do like the video if you're liking what I'm sharing here, because it's important to know if this is actually working for you guys, not just something that I'm coming up with here, right? So first thing that stood out to me is the fact that a specific person that said that they've done a 5-day fast, their psoriasis spots started to become pink. And after that, day 5 and so on, they started to see it fade away. And right away, my first reaction was, let me go see. So I looked at my elbow. And I don't know if you want to compare the previous videos, but my spots got pink. And by the way, for the haters out there that say I don't have psoriasis, yeah, this is just me falling down the stairs and getting it on both my elbows and probably on my leg. I don't want to show you my face, right? But anyways, there's always that one person that dislikes my videos, I noticed, which was pretty funny to me. It's probably a hater that just hates the fact that I'm sharing my journey. But anyways, the pink spot showed up, and that's telling me, okay, something is happening, right? Something is working, whether it's in a good or a bad way, something is happening, right? So the food, taking out the food, the body is fighting something, so there is progress of some sort. Now I have to figure out what happens next. Now today, most of day 3, I am thinking, do I want to continue this? Because I did read online from non-scientific websites that 24 to 72 hour water fasting is good. Anything after that, you need medical attention. It might be dangerous, there might be risks. And the risks are very obvious ones that you can think of, right? Like you might get really dizzy, you might vomit and blah, 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 right? A bunch of weird stuff that you just can imagine what would happen if you don't eat. So I started to think, well, I don't have any medical attention. As a matter of fact, I live alone. I have my dog, and if I pass out or faint, my dog is not gonna call anyone, right? And if I'm able to get to the phone and call someone, great. By the time they get here, who knows what state I'll be in. But the thing is, mentally and physically right now, I feel totally fine. I know that mentally I can go to day 5, no problem. Do I want to do this? Absolutely not. I hate every moment of this. But I believe that if I stick through this, let alone the mental game, that it's going to make me feel great, I believe this is actually going to help. At the moment, I don't know if it will, but I believe it will, right? There's a lot of doubt still, right? And today, while I was researching things, like I told you, it's funny to me because I never do this. I find myself looking at recipe videos. I'm talking how to make butter chicken, how to make lava cakes. Those are my favorite things, right? So I know I shouldn't even be eating those things anyways, but I was looking those videos up. So you know what? A good way to distract you while you're doing the fast, watch food recipes. The next thing you know, you're learning how to cook, you're learning how to bake, and you're learning a bunch of cool little things while satisfying your mind with all the foods that you like, right? Now you're not actually eating it, you're just watching videos. The thing is, I also stopped myself from doing that because literally I wanted to get up, go to the grocery store, which we shouldn't be doing that much nowadays with the coronavirus. But I was like, I'm gonna go get all the recipe stuff so that when day 5 is over and I'm into day 6 and I'm getting back into it with the broth and all the small steps to get back into eating normally, I can cook that meal that I was watching on the video and I can make it. So there's a lot of excitement, there's a lot of things to look forward to. The main things, the takeaway from this whole video that I would share with you is have a goal as to why you're doing this fast, right? Don't just do it just to do it, because most likely you're gonna give up and most likely it's gonna be super, super hard for you. And your body might actually, you might get into a little depression zone where you're like, I need to eat, right? And you gotta stop it. So have a goal. If you're doing 3-day, 5-day, 7-day, whatever you're doing, make sure you're doing it because you're trying to see if everything else you've done in the past has not worked, if this is going to work, and actually commit to it. Now, obviously, unlike me, you might want to have somebody watching out your back in case something does happen. I'm just brave like that because honestly, like at the moment, I'm not too worried. Like day 2, I was more worried than day 3 right now. And if you look at me right now, I'm feeling fine. I didn't eat anything for the last 3 days. I'm drinking tons of water. Force yourself to drink water. Literally pick up the bottle, drink, and keep drinking even though you're like, I don't need anymore. And then as soon as you're done that moment, now you have an extra half a liter in your body probably, maybe a little less. I don't know what's the normal amount. But like, I'm drinking easily 3 liters a day right now, which is probably by far the most water I've ever drank in my entire life. It can only be good for you as far as drinking water, right? Now, here's a little bit on a gross note. Obviously, peeing is a ton of it. Like probably every 10 minutes, like I said in the last video. I'm more like used to it now. It's not a big deal anymore. Pooping is what's kind of weird at the moment, right? Like obviously there's nothing inside to poop anymore. So whatever is left there is coming out. And to my surprise, for the last couple of days, like day 2 and day 3, I did have a little bit, but I can tell this is like the ending, right? So maybe day 4 and day 5, whatever is left in the guts and in my system will come out, hopefully. And then my system is fully reset, fully clean, and I'm good to go with a fresh new white page with whatever food I consume and hopefully see big improvements. So guys, I really hope this is helpful helpful information for you. If it is, please like the video, subscribe to the channel below, leave a comment with your progress, what you've tried. If you are going to try this fasting, please make sure you have somebody watching for you to make sure nothing bad happens if you do last past a day or 2, right? And I'll see you guys in the next video tomorrow.